There's an undercurrent of religious justification. So you've got kind of in...
Yeah, but I always say it doesn't come from the religion. Whenever we say that, all we're saying is the people that are practicing that religion have used the religion to justify their feelings. It's not the religion that's invented it. It's not in the religion. People have imposed it in there.
But when we started it off with stories and narratives, these are stories that are embedded into a culture. So in Western leaning countries where Judaic traditions are prevalent and embedded and accepted, even if you're not a churchgoer, you accept some of these embedded feelings. And the Hamitic hypothesis of the cursed seed of Ham being black, there is an inheritance to some of that mirrors what we call modern race theory.
I would argue that that color coding didn't exist in early Christendom. It didn't exist in early Christendom. That early color coding, that Hamitic prophecy, making him linked to being black,
impacted the way that the church done missionary. So the way that's
more recent. I'm talking early Christendom.
If you look at the way Catholic churches was moving across the African continent before the slave trade did, it was viewing the black as savage, and Hamitic theory being they need to be civilized because they've been cursed.
Way after Rome created Catholicism. Way after. This is what I'm saying. Early Christendom didn't have this, even though the same stories existed. This is my point.
But when we're talking about the origins of race theory and categorizing things by race, I would argue that it would have happened around the similar time where these constructs are being created by European hierarchy.
I know what you're
all
saying.
Of these things in place.
I'm talking about early Christendom. I'm talking about the Bible existed way before that.
Yeah, no.
So this is my point. So the stories existed.
I'm saying that the religious social constructs sit alongside power structure that leave put racism at the center or the core of an ideology. And I'd argue that Judaic tradition, people inherit an inherently racist ideology when they take on some of these. That's not to say that the Bible specifically. You'd have to have interpretation of the word, because there's no word that actually says that Ham is black.
That's my point.
But I'm saying there's a cultural acceptance.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I know exactly what you're saying. What I'm saying is that's been imposed on it. It didn't come with the stories. The people had that view, so they made the stories make that view make sense.
Yeah.
This is a completely different way of looking at it. So we can't say it's the religion that's making them have that view. The people had that view.
They had that view before yours.
And then they've got the religion. And I want the religion to justify it, because apparently I follow this religion and I can't have a view that the religion doesn't justify. So I need to make the religion justify my view.
It's a chicken or egg discussion
No, it isn't, because you just said it's not implicit in the Bible. It's not there.
No, it's not implicit in the Bible, but it was